pressure gauge?
Good start. All right, so we got our engine dipstick in, our trans dipstick in. We had to wait on them because the ones that were in it, the trans dipstick, the tab broke off of, and then the engine dipstick looked like it had been in about 12 different engines, didn't it, bub? It looked like a pool noodle.
It was bent a little.
Yeah, she had a little bit of a bend to her. You know what I'm saying, bub? Oh, we're talking about engine dipsticks. Never mind. But yeah, we've almost got Gary Routleys. Gary, is it Gary or Gary? I think it's Gary. Gary who? God, this guy, I think his name's Gary.
I ain't got a clue.
Sorry if I got your name wrong, my bad. We only got to, I think you're the only one that got to meet him. I wasn't here that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this truck's actually from up in Michigan. We just got done putting a Waggler Street Fighter bottom end, a fleece, I believe it's a Street HD head. I can't remember if we did that or the performance head. 625s, new head gasket. Pretty much just an engine swap. We weren't really told to clean anything up. We did clean some wiring and stuff up where the lumen fell apart. But you know, we weren't told our normal thing of go over the top and make it beautiful. We were just told to put an engine in it and clean it up a little bit. So that's what we did. So Gary already had a bigger pump and injectors according to the previous owner of the truck, he said. And then it had a built 68 from Fire Punk. So we, well, we had to get some new parts. It was a little damaged. So the engine that was in this truck, there was actually nothing wrong with it except the crank was bad, which is kind of a very important part of this. The flex plate bolts had came loose and wallered out your crank. So if you ever hear your truck starting to like knock and then you can throw it in gear and the knock goes away, your flex plate bolts are loose and you're gonna ruin your crank if you don't stop right there. You're either gonna ruin a crank. We almost ruined one once, didn't we, bub? On a truck we're not gonna speak of. But so we ended up having to get him a new converter, new flex plate, new engine. Went ahead and got him a new head. I told him at the point that you're doing all this, might as well do it right. We did a coolant bypass. This truck is she's kind of ready to go. Now we're not ready for coolant yet. So we're gonna go ahead and start this thing without coolant in it, get it hot, and then take it back apart where Bubba can do the hot retorque on that fresh head gasket. So goal for today is to see this thing running. This thing's been here a little while. But it was already broke when he brought it, and then it took a little while for us to get the engine. So let's get this thing running. Do that again. That's our test. If it does that, it's good.
I mean, third gen battery terminals are trash.
Third gen battery terminals are known to be garbage.
You see the no gap? That means it no tighten no more.
No tighten no more.
A hammer.
Well, you know, third gens are also known to have aftermarket cables because they blow up. Because of the cables. They blow batteries up. But, you know, it's just third gen things. Ryan! Alright, guys. So, this is not at all how it's going to look when it's done. We just got it in kind of a temporary setup, especially for coolant stuff, to get this thing started. Got our oil pressure gauge. Got the battery jumper. We're about to get this thing running. I'm excited to see this thing leave. Fire in the hole! That white light's supposed to come on, it's not coming on.
Yeah, it hasn't been like the last 3 times.
So what you're saying is we're gonna have to get the other battery turned.
Yeah, I think that thing's not meant for this.
Hey. Don't you be dissing on me.
You say it's good, but it's let us down more than anything.
I think this thing is just designed for vehicles that like maybe ran an hour before that, not 6 months before this.
I think it's meant for a golf cart.
It does start the golf cart pretty well.
Very good.
Yeah, okay, we'll give her that. Bad girl. You're on a timeout. If you're looking for an Oco, don't buy it. We're not sponsored, so I'm gonna say that. Fire in the hole, Captain. All right, Bubba, problem number 2. I'm too fat for this.
You want me to?
No.
All right.
Big camera, not my tank. Are you ready, Captain?
It's in park, right? You check it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit it.
New battery too. Oh, God.
This is a process.
Ready, Captain. Still got the injectors in plug. Nothing what? No, it won't until it starts to fire.
We should have it on cranking.
The other truck didn't until it started to fire. Remember, because we kept looking at it, and then until we put fuel to it, it had 0.
So for the people that don't know what you're doing, what are you doing?
So we got the injectors unhooked, and we are cycling the engine to get the oil pump to move some oil through the engine before we hook the injectors up and start this thing. So we are about to start it. Plug the injectors in. Ready, bud?
Start climbing. That time I said,
I'd say that's a job well done. Started right up. She's purring like a kitten. How much oil pressure? 70 psi. That's a little more than expected, but we're good. I like it. All right, guys. So next step. Oh, and then that.
man, I blew it down.
Is this the trans fluid gauge or is this the engine?
Yeah, it's the same hose.
Oh, the same hose, yeah.
Blew it out. It's only going to come
It's
out.
still leaking it. So next process, guys, we're gonna get it hot, you can get it up to temp. And then after we get it up to temp, we will take the rockers and everything back off. We will retorque the head studs. Then we will set the rockers back on and redo valve lash, and then it's ready to go. We need to let it run a little bit, get warm, and then we might go ahead and change the oil again. Most engine builders want you to change the oil again after you've done a little bit of break-in, got it hot. So we'll see what Wagler wants, considering this is their motor. Their motor, their problem. But honestly, she's purring like a kitten though. This truck sounds great. No check engine lights. Started right up the minute we plugged the injector in.
Started up pretty quick.
It started right up. Started it up, and it takes a little while to build oil pressure when you first start it. So we shut it off because we didn't see oil pressure, and then it started showing on the gauge right as we shut it off, so we started it right back. But hopefully we can get Gary his truck. Alright, we're gonna cycle the trans a little bit, see if we need to add fluid. Hey, how many quarts we put in the trans? You want me to cycle it? See if we need to start adding fluid. Alright, I'm gonna cycle it. No check engine.
Nothing?
So the trans, we also changed all the fluid in there.
got going on?
All right, guys. Got the blue thirds in here. Got the new Wagler motor, all that stuff. You guys already know all that. Got her hot retorqued. Got coolant in it. Fresh oil change. I relashed the valves. It's just something to do. Make sure it runs perfect. It purrs like a kitten. You heard it. It sounds really good. We're about to go take it for a test drive. Go through the gears. We got to make sure we have all the trans fluid, make sure it's up to level, everything's perfect on it, and just see really how it goes down the road. I'm kind of nervous. It's a little wet outside. Our tires are a little bit
better burn off.
Slicky Thompson's there, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Let's see how she drives. I'm sure you guys are wondering why Blake isn't talking. He actually, sad day. He broke a fingernail, and he couldn't show up to work today. No, I'm just kidding. I had to make fun of him. He had some appendix issues. Got them taken out, so, you know, I told him if he wanted a day off, all he had to do is just say it. He didn't have to go have surgery, but, you know, that's just how it goes around here. But, yeah, let's go take this thing on a test drive. Pretty sure I've got a tie rod that's about to leave the chat, so I'm just going to drive it around our little circle. In the road, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, she's fighting me pretty good.
Getting better.
Yeah, I think it needs to be drove through, you know what I mean? And just kind of, well, driving it's just going to be the best thing for it. It's been setting for a little while. It does have all new fluid. Seems to be pretty good.
Way better.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to hit 6. Needs to be drove out like on the bypass or something like that. That way I can get it up to speed, but we'll do with what we got right here.
How's the temp?
Great, man. It climbs so slow. I would like to see it get up to, you know, 190, but it's just hard to with this little bit of circle and kind of what I've got to work with.
Way better.
I like that.
All right, guys. So as you can see, Bubba and Ryan kind of had to take over and finish the video. I walked outside real quick to kind of give you an update. I actually had to have an emergency appendix surgery, so I'm going to be down for a couple days on the video inside. Not even supposed to be up and moving around, but I had to wrap this video up for you guys and get it posted. Got my appendix out. Not going to lead too much into that, but Bubba and Ryan killed it. Blue truck is ready for Gary Routleys to finally come pick it up. Fresh engine, new fluid in the trans, and you know, as you saw, we went over everything. Another thing I want to go over is our show schedule. I'm gonna drop that on the screen. Also, coolant pipes, fuse box covers, t-shirts, all in stock, guys, on the website, FitzgeraldPerformance.com. Sorry, a little out of breath. Just got out of surgery, but appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna have y'all another video up this week, hopefully. See you, bye.